A few months ago, I came across something that completely changed how I look at money. And it wasn't from school, it wasn't from most people around me. It was something Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett have both said before. Your first 100K is the hardest, but it's also the most important. And once I understood why, it just clicked. No one really teaches you this. You grow up thinking, get a job, save a bit, maybe invest later. But no one tells you there's actually a milestone that changes everything. And that milestone is 100K invested. Before anything else, before upgrading your lifestyle, before the car, you focus on building 100K invested. Not your car, not your house, actual invested money. Before 100K, you're doing all the work. Every pound in there came from you, your time, your effort, your discipline. But after 100K, your money starts working with you. The first 100K messes with your head. You're doing everything right, but feels like nothing's happening. You check your account, and it's barely moved. And that's where most people quit. Not because they're lazy, but because it feels pointless. But this is the phase that decides everything. If you push through this, you win. This isn't about knowing what to do. Everyone knows they should invest. It's about surviving long enough to let it work. It's like building a snowball. At the start, you're packing it by hand. Slow, cold, frustrating. But once it gets big enough, it starts to roll on its own. That's compounding. At 10K invested, 8% is about £800 a year. Feels slow. But at 100K, 8% is 8,000 a year. If you put that into perspective, that's about £600 extra every month. That's the shift. Now, let's put this into something you can visualize. At £400 a month, it will take 12 years to reach 100K invested. But 100K to 200K will be closer to 7 years. 200K to 300K will be closer to 5 years. And that's without increasing contributions. Realistically, you'll invest more over time, so it happens faster. As you hit 25K, 50K, 75K, it can get harder because now you've got something to lose. And life gets louder. Cars, mortgages, weddings, holidays. You can afford them. That's the real problem. That's where people fall off. They slow down, spend more, invest less, and drop out right before momentum kicks in. So for me, this is how I'm doing it. My main job is a quantity surveyor apprentice. Basically, I manage costs on construction projects. Then on top of that, I do delivery driving sometimes. Not glamorous, but it works. A few extra hours here and there, £200, £300 extra, straight into investments. My investing setup is simple, stocks and shares ISA. This includes a global index fund and a US index fund. Aggressive growth, long term. I'm also contributing to my pension, and my company matches up to 6%. So you already know I'm taking full advantage of that, because that's free money. And my last sort of thing is property. I've set up my property business, and there's what I would call my wealth accelerator, because realistically, a job alone won't get me to my goals fast enough. So I'm building that alongside everything else. And once it replaces my expenses, that's when I'll look to go all in. There's a quote from Warren Buffett that always sticks with me. The stock market is a device for transferring money from impatient to patient, and that's exactly what this is. Because the people who win aren't the smartest. They're just the ones who stay consistent long enough. And another one from John Bogle. Don't look for the needle in the haystack, just buy the haystack. Which basically means stop overcomplicating it. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need some crazy strategy. You just need to stay in the game. Because most people lose, not because they picked the wrong investment, but because they quit too early. Quick one. Where are you at right now? Just starting? Halfway? Already past it? Drop it below. I want to see. At the end of the day, this isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about hitting that first real milestone. Because once you hit 100K, everything changes. More momentum, less stress, more options. So don't overcomplicate it. Just focus on getting to your first 100K, because that's when the game actually starts.